Alrighty. I've been challenged. And I saw the text message that he did his end. So it was like a double challenge. He did my workout and he challenged me to make a video. "16 and a half minutes probably. So what I'm going to be talking about is how you can basically, with these 4 points, eliminate dread, eliminate the residue of negativity, of basically like external suffering, basically. And number 1 has to be presence. Most people are constantly escaping life, circumstances, thoughts, true desires, because they're getting counterfeits with their vices by escaping all of these things. They are not being present. This ties into point number 2, which is knowing yourself. The other day, 2 days ago, I was infatuated by the use of contrast, how I connected to potency, being potent, not being light, being loved or hated, being true to yourself, being die hard, die on your sword, authentic. This is just the goal, that's why it's on my mind. It's the goal for every man. It's the baseline for him to shine and be used by God as intended. That's potency. Not diluted, not cookie cutter. Be potent. And when you're potent, you'll understand this. Contrast is inevitable. Everyone is contrasting in some way, shape, or form. It's really 2 options. You are either contrasting with who you're meant to be, your actual self, who you are. Real quick, the most recent lesson, I think, and I initially got this from Jaden, is you think that becoming who you are, you think it's a becoming. It's not a becoming, it's a who you are. As in, you don't acquire it. The fact is, you've separated yourself from who you are for so long, and you've gone in these habits that don't support who you actually are and what you're intended for, and you've had all of this belief system and residue and dilutedness. It's dilutedness. You've been operating in that for so long that it has become an alternative identity, not the first identity, the alternative, the fragmented version. You are who you are. You can start today. It's not an acquiring. Why did I get into this? This is one take. And I think we are on track for making a solid video, a potent video. You have to be present to get to that point. You have things calling you, the thoughts. And a lot of people, they'll have blinks of addressing it. Usually, think about one of the most common examples between men is late night gamer chat, and it progresses into you talk about life, because outside of those times it doesn't get addressed for real. It doesn't. Who do I have as a man? You have yourself, but you're not willing to confront him because you lie to him, because he's a liar. Now be careful with the labels, as I said. The alternative version of you, the fragmented version of you, the diluted version of you is a liar. Your true self keeps his promises. And you have to start operating in that. You have to start operating in that. The rest is autopilot. How do you combat the autopilotness of being diluted, of letting months blur by? Presence. There's a reason for deep breath. Sit with yourself. Remove distraction. Look at yourself in the mirror. Have a moment with yourself. That's what everyone needs to do. Multiple times a day. Multiple times a day. As well as with being present. Well, part of the loss of presence when you're in company with people and you can be having a good time is like the fact that maybe you get drifted off into your head when you're around people because you don't like who you are, or you know that you aren't who you are, so you're not feeling seen because you haven't addressed knowing yourself. Yeah, I think that's everything I want to say regarding knowing yourself and presence, because that solves a lot. Presence, by the way, it's number one because the consciousness it gives you allows you to do these other points. Number three would be gratitude. Walking in a grace. Walking with the lens of, and this is basically deflecting negative pendulums and just negativity. Like, just, you can deflect it, or you can eat it up and turn it into positivity. You can transform it, actually. View everything, life, people, what's done to you through the lens of like, they are doing to me wrong because they have had wrong done to them. It's that simple. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. A concept I've thought of for a week or two now is regarding like a workplace. You're gonna have to deal with people some way. Like you're gonna have to deal with people, and sometimes we suck. Sometimes wrong's done to us and we act out. We spread it. We get used. We get used. And I was thinking, like, if before every shift you pray for all your peers, the people you're gonna, maybe you have a job where you're gonna be running with like strangers, like customer service or something along the lines of that. Dealing with people, just praying for people. If you pray before your work shift, you're gonna have such a strong footing to hold frame of, I pray for you, bro. Like, I get it. Wrong's been done to me too. I understand where this is coming from. With presence, it's like a conscious reframe, because it's not just negativity. It's like things that, some things are inherently not like negativity, but can be negative towards your goals and such, like limiting beliefs from family members, like regarding money and all this. So you just presence, complete reframe. I live in abundance, like that type of deal, and operating, navigating the world with that lens of grace, of understanding there's a lot of hurt going around. And that's where the hurt is coming from. That's being projected to me. Because why operate when in some way in like one chapter? Like, why respond and view some person as like one moment? Everybody has a bad moment. Some people are operating in the way that allows for bad days and not practicing these principles. because it's kind of impossible when you're practicing these principles to have, as I said, you can deflect suffering, external suffering. So another thing is gratitude, understanding why you're in your situation you're in, understanding what it means to be a high agency person. Low agency, what is the definition? Life's happening to me, I'm a victim, yada yada. High agency is, this is happening for me. High agency is, oh hell yeah, this adds to the story. Even in the moments when you feel invisible and it's just like you and you hate it. You can be grateful for it.